I'm still, you know, actually my knee pain's gotten a lot better. I've been doing like sprints in my like routine as of lately, and I know that my running form isn't the best. I had hip flexors, but it's just my ribs. Oh god.
Did you hip flexors?
It is, because I've been doing like dead bugs and stuff to help like position my ribs better. But that's like also one of my like biggest, because I feel like my chest should like overlap.
Yeah.
But in a sense, this sticks out more than my chest.
It's at least.
Alright. What's up, dude?
Hip movement is good. And with your toe pressing my hand. Good. And not this one. I'm definitely get your quads, but your quads go straight into your pelvis too and pulls it down. You got tight quads. That's a given God fact.
My quads are always so overly tight. Like I'll just be like driving in my car with my legs bent and my quads will like cramp. It's not a fun time.
Do you drive manual or auto?
Auto.
Okay. Pretty free as well, the high intensity.
That's pretty cool.
It can be, but some of the work that they make you do is very.
That's exactly what it is, dude. Every time you get in there, it's hard, dude. That's the worst part.
Press into my body with your heel.
Okay.
And good. And again. And good. And again. And good. Arch right feet looks kind of good.
Make sure you subscribe to my OnlyFans. I'll put the link in the description.
Left foot is kind of concave more than your right feet as well. So you're being more pronated inward on your left feet.
Yeah. But I know like the real people that take shit serious always get like Brooks, Stockton, K6.
Yeah.
It's necessary for me to be able to take some time doing that and also spend the summer.
There you go.
Feel that fever. Fuck.
And exhale. And back to neutral. And to left. Keep going. And neutral. And to right. Let Beyonce. And neutral. And to the left. And neutral. And last one. And neutral.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Every single time, the best sensation is how much lighter I feel.
Yes.
How's posture looking?
Looking better. And your leg is more open out naturally, because before when you came in it was more centered. Now it's like this. Where it should be.
That's every time. It's just so much quad tightness, and even this, like, wow, that's nice.
And your hips looks less out, more in. Can you see your obliques too more than before?
Really? That's nice. And that was all compensated from tight quads.
Yeah. Because the institution of your quads right, your pelvis too, more forward and big quads ready. This is your VMO. He's gonna put you down more internally too.
Well, cool. That's so valuable because I take what I learned from here and then implement it back into like how I just built. This guy, all right? This guy right here, if you are in Houston or if you're not in Houston, where can I find it, dude?
In Houston. In FNL, Katy area.
And then your at name, bro.
Oh, A winner at 94. A winner 94.
This guy posts valuable content.
I try.
Must follow. You learn a lot. You learn a lot. And pretty soon, you can have big glutes like him. If you do what he says, you can have big glutes like him.
Shellfish.
See me breathe that on my nose? Alright. Shout out to me never being able to monetize my videos. We're used to this point. Does it matter? No. Alright, whole day today. Okay? Welcome to a back and bicep day. Brand new split. Just hopped in. I got options. Dumbbell row, eccentric, 2x10. Chest supported T-bar row, 2x12. Cable neutral row, 2x15. Single arm cable row, 2x20. Preacher curl, 2x20. Incline curl, 2x20. Right there. Screenshot it. Try it out. We're gonna walk you through it today. This end of the day, it's only 2 sets of everything this week. Every big mover, like a dumbbell row, a multi-jointed movement like a squat, a dumbbell bench, a bench press, any pressing movement, for example, is going to be eccentric loaded for this first 6 weeks. So, meaning, hey, I'm slowing it down on the eccentric portion of every single movement here, at least taking 2 to 3 seconds and then exploding back up and controlling the movement super well. This is allowing me to take a full 6 weeks to really focus on true range of motion, true mechanics, true firing patterns, really developing a great neurological firing to actually improve my mind-muscle connection before I move towards my intense half of the block. So everything that we start off with this week, week 1, is 2 sets of everything with 3 reps in reserve. So this week allows me to get used to newer movements, get used to that eccentric loading, be able to gauge reps in reserve properly. So with training with a higher reps in reserve, I might do a set, you know, that's too heavy. I went to a failure on that set, that's way too heavy for me. So when I know a baseline of what weight I need for every single exercise week 1, when I get to week 5 and I'm doing 4 sets per exercise with 0 RIR, meaning true failure, I'm able to gauge what I should be training at to failure on, and I'm not overly fatiguing myself from week 1. If I train to failure every single week this week, I'm gonna have a hard fucking time week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5 with this block, because we're starting off this block with 14 sets of chest, 14 sets of back, 14 of delts, 9 of legs, and 12 arms, okay? So I'm gonna be pushing north of 20 sets per muscle group towards the end of this block. I don't wanna be overly fatigued when I'm working that much. Does that make sense? So let's hop into it. Science. Science. You might be looking at that workout as a Chad, that's easy. Train at full range of motion, train with eccentrics, and then tell me it's fucking easy. Okay? After this 6 weeks, we're gonna change from eccentric work to pause work. And then honestly, I'm probably gonna like the block even more and run another 6 weeks with no pausing at all. It's gonna be a damn good time. Welcome. Welcome. They get in there and get a deep stretch. It's gonna be very peaceful. Everything this week is peaceful. Nothing is.
Bro, I did my whole 30-minute Peloton ride this morning. I'm pretty sure I was like this. My legs are burning. I'm dripping sweat. I'm just zoned out.
And otherwise, like today, I'm like, oh my god, that looks awful.
Gina, here's your makeup.
Setting up for this, we're trying to maximize the most amount of range of motion possible with the movement. So instead of sitting at more of a 45-degree angle with our chest, we're gonna be parallel with the ground, bend over more. That's gonna allow us to get a deeper stretch with the dumbbells and keep them closer to our body. Good weight. Definitely could have done 3 more. 3 reps in reserve. So I want to mention reps in reserve. You mean like, we had 3 more, why didn't you do 3 more? I want you to understand that 3 reps in reserve is still a difficult set, okay? If you understand what true muscular failure is, get on your knees, do push-ups, full range of motion until absolute failure. Until you can't go anymore, that's true muscular failure. Until you experience true muscular failure, you don't know how to gauge reps in reserve. So 3 reps shy on those push-ups, so failure, is essentially what 3 reps in reserve looks like here, okay? So it's still intense, right? So that you need to keep in mind, 0 RIR, when we film that 0 RIR week, we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have a very good time. E-Bombay. E-Bombay. Yeah, it's just the portion C-bar. 2 by, yeah, 12 reps. Oh, someone's on it. Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't realize that's what you were doing.
I know, I was like, what?
Pop star. Oh, damn it, that's nice.
Everything you do for back, elbow drive to the heavens.
Three reps in reserve, my face is so pink. So, when we're setting up for this movement, you can tell on my next set, I'm allowing my chest to hang over slightly, which allows me again to get a full, damn, my lats are tight, get a full stretch. And when I'm coming up, a lot of people on this movement like to arch and bring their chest up before they even initiate. So in a sense, they get down here, and then their first movement is up with the chest. I challenge you guys to make your first movement elbows back, and don't Don't poke the chest up until peak contraction, okay? That's the only time you want your chest up throughout the entire range of motion. Like that. Nice!
Oh.
Oh my god. Fucking lifting faces, dude. Cable rows. Sets of 15. Hashtag elbows to Jesus. Allowing yourself to use a little bit. So we didn't use the close grip, which is literally like this close. We went a little bit wider. Because with the close grip, your limited range of motion, you can only get it back so far. And that ends up putting a lot of tight tension on your biceps. Going a little bit wider, you can pull your elbows back further. Engage more your back. Who would have thought? Actually me.
Yeah, I'm past the weekend. I'm past you on that.
Alrighty. So, I'm gonna go ahead and put this foot over here. That way my body's facing this way, and I can draw as much possible elbow to Jesus as I possibly can. Okay. 20 reps, long sets. Really starting here and then supinating in. Oh god, that's nice. Really wanting to work on lat thickness here, so elbow driven towards the waist is what's going to activate that lat. That we're doing with back, if you guys kind of catch a theme here, with every single big muscle group that we're working throughout this week, so your chest, your back, your legs, those are the largest muscle groups, okay? We're gonna be training that in every single hypertrophy rep range, from 5 to 10, from 10 to 20, from 20 to 30, okay? So we don't have anything over 20 reps in this specific week one, but what we're doing with our main movers and the eccentric loaders that we're doing, like the dumbbell bench, like our rows, like our squats, we're looking to progress reps and reserves with added load, okay? The goal with those movements is to be able to add load every single week. And if we're not able to add load, then the way we progressive overload is with reps. So instead of 10 reps for that dumbbell row, if I'm not able to do what I do, 60, 65, no 70. If I'm not able to do 70 next week, I'll try to just get one more rep out of every single set. So that way I'm overloading. See, with cable work, with this work for sets of 20, really not gonna be that doable for me to really add a lot of weight per week, but we'll see. That's why week one is kind of that measurement week. Kind of get yourself some good feedback. And if I don't want to go up in weight, I can do 21 reps next week, and then 22 reps, and 23 to 24 to 25, right? So that's how we overload. It doesn't always have to be weight, it can be reps too, but just make sure you're keeping track of your overall volume. I want my wrists, literally, I want to punch myself in the face here, okay? As much as I can with this movement. Because even I catch myself not getting full range of motion with curls. I just want to use this first week to fix everything, every bad habit. Close my eyes here in a new spot. Oh, God. Oh.
All right, man. It's honestly been a minute since we've done this. So, physique update. Yeah, physique update. Let's run it back. It is officially 6 months post show. Year out from starting another prep. About 6 weeks, give or take, into my cut. So I'm down about 11 pounds total. Probably gonna lose 5 more pounds and call it good. We're sitting this morning at 201. Okay, so this is the leanest, the biggest I've been. Honestly, I think it's. I would say 5 pounds from now is where I feel like I'm very, very comfortable, confident maintaining. But overall, there's been a big difference in the physique. We should play like a side-by-side of what I was like in prep compared to now. And it's just so much more density. More than anything, it's just a lot more density. I feel like I've gone a lot more width, a lot more shoulder width. I still have striations in my arms, delts. Just a lot more density and muscle maturity overall. Obliques are still there. Hold on, let me just do a normal physique. So, that's where it's at. Honestly, comment down below what you think my biggest growth point has been in my physique. I feel like my arms definitely grew a lot. My chest has been the stubborn, lacking body part, but I feel like it still needs a lot of room to grow, but I feel like it's just filled out a lot. Delts have definitely grown. Back got a lot thicker. Back definitely got a lot thicker. But overall, I've noticed that my back thickness is usually kind of the first thing to go when I prep. So really want to bring up back thickness and width more than anything. Want to bring up delt width more than anything, because like I have pretty well developed arms. I would say they're a strong suit, but I want my delts to be bigger than my arms. That's why I've actually brought arm volume down the lowest on this new block. Bottom chest volume, bottom back volume, and I know you don't see the legs right now, but I want to bring up my hamstrings and glutes. I'm very quad dominant, so very excited for what this next phase has in store. It's going to be a maintenance phase, but I'm going to be eating enough to recover to still be able to grow, still be able to get stronger, and I'm going to be cruising at 200 tests a week through the summer, I believe, for however long we decide to ramp back up into the gaining phase and then into prep. So I'm excited, man. It's going to be an entirely different package next summer, but I am not ready to compete this year. Glad I made that decision, because the boys got some going to do, and honestly, I'm tired of 3rd place, dude. 3rd is the best I've got. It's not going to cut it. Peace out. See you guys in the next video.